Hello, I'm Jake, aka HamStuff, and I have a lot of shovels. And I'm going to need them all because all that lovely farmland I spent so long placing and worked so hard to gather the dirt for has got to go. I need to replace it, but first I need to dig it out with my 32 shovels. I'm going to change it to Netherrack so I can grow well, I call them nether trees. I think the proper term is either nether fungus or giant fungus. So I'm going to need all these shovels. Let's go! I'm not sure the best way to do it if I go in lines. Like, we'll just follow the diagonal. Oh, yes. Staying above the water is more difficult than I thought it'd be. Also got to keep an eye on durability. I should have done it the other way. That. There we go. That's supposed to be that. I thought I'd be able to do this with just one hand. And eat the last bit of my birthday cake. With the other. Yeah, so I could have just done the achacha after the spruce. I've done after the spruce I've done the oak. I showed you doing the fences. I've done cherry. My good mangrove, that took ages. Mangrove trees are the worst. I just give you no wood compared to the others. Birch, that was pretty easy. I love birch trees. I mean, they're all like 6 tall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That one's 7. So these could be big saplings. I took down all of the acacia trees, as well as the cherry trees, not knowing how many I still needed. Turns out Less than I thought. I think I've got enough torches stashed away in chests. I did have some apparatus over there. You see there's a furnace and some grey things. Those are more furnaces. They were to make charcoal, because I did not have enough coal. What you need for charcoal is to basically cook wood logs, in a furnace. And RIP and peace my shovel. I'm not just going to use gold for this. Next up is wood, and stone, then iron, then diamond, then my enchanted netherite. There's no real reason I needed to do it like this. It's just how I do things sometimes, I suppose. Two. Ow. Uh, wow, laggy McGee spiking me right there. Yeah, this is... Damn it. I suppose it doesn't really matter. Since I need netherrack, I've been in the nether mining. I've got myself some gold. Move some shovels around and go again. I'm pretty sure one of my villagers back at the mine sells Frostwalker. That might have been a better idea. And what is causing these lag spikes? They're small, but they're noticeable. Don't have a... Damn it. I don't have a plan for when the sun sets. Because my plan should be focused on my shovels rather than what I'm doing. I may be still alive in this series, but over my many years of playing Minecraft, not focusing on what I'm doing has led to a few deaths. That my big... Oh, I can't see it. But did I break another shovel? My aerial railway. I've fallen off that a few times. And feather falling has absolutely saved my life. Ow! What the? God, with a trident thinks he's got shit. Ow. Just to make sure I have minimal mob spawning on here. But I had not considered the ones that spawn in the ocean. Oh, there's a ruined portal over there. I think there's a couple of them. There's a couple of shipwrecks and what are they, Jake? Stop having a brain fart. The Guardian places, ocean monuments. And the rest of the surface. Just trying to eat the butt of a caterpillar. If you don't know what the caterpillar is, that will make no sense to you. And yes, I got a Cuthbert for my birthday, not a Colin. Because I'm a man of the people. I wonder if there are any other countries where the class divide between the upper and, well, what used to be middle, can be explained by two caterpillar cakes. So if you're upper class, Marks and Spencers, and have a Holland caterpillar cake for your birthday, or middle class or below, you'll have a Colin the caterpillar, not Colin, Cuthbert the caterpillar cake from Aldi. What I don't get though is Marks and Spencer sued Aldi for Cuthbert, like not for custard, eh? And I bet this would go great with custard. I don't really know why. The existence of a caterpillar cake, they're hardly the first to make their own version. I think America does have Aldi, but it's like everything's cheap. It's crappy off brands mostly. But honestly, a Racer isn't that different from a Snickers. It's a bit smaller. I must say, I love Cuthbert, but he's a little dry. Although my birthday was the 25th, it's the 30th now. Dang it, another shovel. So this big floating island, I plan to have 4 smaller ones. 2 for jungle and 2 for dark oak. Because dark oak has to be 2 by 2. You can't grow it in a 1 by 1 space. Jungle practically has to be. Means you can grow it in a 1 by 1 space, but it gives fewer saplings than anything else apart from technically mangrove, which gives you propagules. which it doesn't always give you enough to regrow another tree. I don't know why. It's been well, possibly feature. I think it's a bug. It's been in Minecraft for ages. So to get more from the giant jungle trees, usually more than enough to grow another one. One thing, so this has taken me weeks to get to this point. For you, it was. I don't know, after my last episode, it's been so long I can't remember what I did in my last episode. Oh yeah, it was doing the spruce platforms, the round things. Dang it, another shovel. And the oak fence. Haven't done fences on these yet because it would just take ages and I wanted to get the video done. But I felt that way for a week. Hello, I'm Jake, aka HamStuff. And I should have just gone with okay, because this is the second half of the episode. It's been a few days since I last filmed. Any hoozle, I have got rid of all the farmland and replaced it with this netherrack so I can grow the evil mushroom. Or giant fungus, I believe they're technically known. But they're basically trees. Or if they're not technically speaking trees. So does that mean what you get from it is not technically wood, like the warped and crimson hyphae are technically logs. The planks, I don't know, they'd be planks of, if not wood. Because like bamboo, people call that wood, but it isn't wood, it's a grass. If I'm going to be a pedant about that, should I not also be a pedant over the giant fungus? The original design for this tree farm, I included jungle and dark oak. We would have put jungle over there, dark oak over that way. Then I decided I'll do them on separate floating platforms, which I originally had. I originally had mangrove and cherry. So where would I have? I suppose I would have still had this. The mangrove and the cherry have replaced where the giant fungi would go. But it's all size consistent. I don't need these to be large enough to accommodate something that's 2 by 2 rather than 1 by 1. Although with the mangrove, for the most part, I've been alternating, so there'll be one there and there won't be one here. Because they tend to spread out a bit. And you really don't get much wood from them. Acacia and cherry tend to spread out a fair bit, especially the latter bit. The mangrove, that really spreads out. Even though it's just grown with one property on in the middle, so I can have it in a 1 by 1 area. I don't need 2 of them. Then another 2. This 2 is 4. Like with dark oak and jungle. Now, dark oak is the only one that has to be 2x2. But I want it to be symmetrical. And jungle just doesn't give you any saplings. With the exception of mangrove, because it's more of a technicality that they're propagules, and they also work in a slightly different way, that they're hanging off the leaves, they don't drop when leaves decay or are broken. Jungle gives you by far away the least amount of saplings. And often, it doesn't even give you enough for another tree. Or to replace the tree sometimes that you just chop down. Just saw a dolphin. You're thinking I'd be happy to see a dolphin, but no, I find them an absolute pain in the butt. Why have I done this like this? I should have started over at one end. But when I was taking out all the farmland, I wanted to save up the dirt, and dolphins are just so annoying because they would steal your blocks and swim off with them, pushing them about the place. So, back in the centre, I've got quite a few dolphin heads because I just kill them. It's nice, but they're going to mess with my blocks. I've got to stop them. But I've still got more drowns than anything else. Also, until the making of the last episode, I did it off camera, but I hadn't conquered that ocean monument. And mining fatigue makes it a bit difficult to dig up dirt. So it's going to be the same waffle just as before. If I'm not keeping all this as just plain netherrack, it's going to be it's not. Is it nylium? Yeah, warped and crimson nylium. Also, I have to go back and forth is to find where these need to go. Maybe it wasn't the best idea to do it like this. And again, doing it back in the middle, I would have done the same thing. Try to bring a cup of tea as well as control my main character. Do I have any more? Yes. Got another drowned. Now, don't need rotten flesh. Also, you're probably wondering, am I going to be in the new Minecraft update 1.21? I could, but I'm not using any of the features in the episodes yet. At some point, I'm going to get all the doggos, but I've already got all the rest of my episodes planned. I try to incorporate new features where I can. I don't just use stuff for the sake of use. I don't ignore it and stick to the old ways. Find a nice balance. Also, just yesterday, I took all this netherrack over to here. I have a portal at my mine. I have sort of a strip mine that goes off to the side. You would have seen it in my episode where I got netherite from the ancient debris. That's what it's called. Somebody's causing me some lag, and I don't know. But yeah, I kept digging the tunnels. I mean, it's nice to go with ancient debris. I've got like 19 now. I don't need any. So I brought over just absolute stacks and stats of netherrack. I lost count how many chests of netherrack I brought over in total. But at one point, I brought over 9 full chest minecarts of netherrack on my area railway all at once. And I somehow managed to mess up this line. I don't know how I've done that. Oh well, it can be fixed. Anyway, they get a bad rap because they are useless most of the time. But, well, they were pretty obsolete even in use. But furnace minecarts are surprisingly good. They are absolutely wonderful. It's fantastic if you need to push a long trail of minecarts. It only took about 1 piece of gold to get it to go for more or less a kilometre. Bit less. So instead of making 9 trips of me in a minecart, pushing a chest minecart ahead of me, very occasionally could have get it to work with 2 chest minecarts ahead of me. That still would have been 5 trips, even if I got it to work every time. I just do 1 trip, me, first minecart, and then ahead of that, 9 minecart with chests. I think they're technically called full of netherrack. But it did occasionally stop when it ran out of fuel. But I got going again at almost full speed after putting another piece of coal in. It'd be nice if you had, like, an inventory. Yeah, like this. Or, well, an inventory like a furnace. I think it's called a GUI technically. I'm sure you've seen a furnace before. So you know what that looks like. Because then, A, you could put in however much coal you need for however far you're going. And B, you could smelt stuff. Imagine smelting things while on the go rather than having to wait for it to finish. And smoker minecarts and blast furnace minecarts should also be a thing. The same functionality. Yeah, so doing this series has taught me a lot about Minecraft. I didn't have a very high opinion on furnace minecarts. I'm sure most people don't. I always thought the furnace minecarts were useless. And tridents, I didn't see much of tridents, but they're really good underwater. I suppose most people and most Minecraft players don't spend as much time around the water as I have in this series. So tridents aren't that useful most of the time, I suppose, but they're still really good. Another thing I was wrong about. Yeah, it would have taken 3 hits to take out each of those creepers, but it took 2 with a fully enchanted netherite sword. Now I've got a drowned attacking me. The waffle has returned. To me, it doesn't seem like I've made much progress, but coming back to record the voiceover of this part of the episode, because the sound was garbled nonsense for some reason, I've actually made a lot of progress. Like, this Netherrack has been all placed in, and it's all been converted into crimson or warp merlin when I started growing the giant fungus, I think it's technically called, mentioned. And I've been filling in the Randalls, I decided to call them. Another thing I don't really think much of is the subject of the, from my perspective, recording this, next episode, which is the, what is it called, scoot helmet? Turtle scoot? The turtle helmet, the green one you get from turtles. I know it gives you 10 seconds of water breathing, which is better than nothing, but respiration 3, is 10 seconds going to make that much of difference to your life? Especially since I have a conduit. But maybe I'm wrong, maybe it'll be fantastic. But it doesn't offer as much protection as netherite armour or diamond. That just about did half a heart. Weak. Although I suppose it's only weak compared to fully enchanted netherite armour. Remember to like, subscribe,